Hi. I haven't been able to do a YouTube video in ages answering questions because Ozzy is attached to me permanently, and my friend yesterday, I was trying to voice note her because she's like doing something really exciting and she had Davina McCall in her house. Amazing, I love Davina, and she was trying to voice note me and tell me, and every time I was replying to her, it was just Ozzy was just like mama, and she was like, wow, your house is chaos, and I was like, it's just Ozzy is attached to me. So I thought I will answer some questions. Why Tom was taking them out for a walk. I worked today, and then he's taking them out for a walk, so I've done 2 hours. So I've done some healthy habits filming, and now I'm going to do some questions. So the third question, because I only got to question 2, is how do I stay so positive and focused? And it's a strange time to be answering this because I have been quite loco this January. I'd say the whole of January. I've had a shoulder injury. It's an old shoulder injury from where I got drunk and fell off a curb, and that's the first time I broke my nose, and like pulled all of the tendons in my shoulder, and it's just never healed. That was when I was 25. I'm 37 in a couple of few weeks. So it's been around a long time. So I've had that. I've been getting a cold, which you might not be able to hear now. And my hormones have been being crazy. So it's been a strange January, and the person who's felt the brunt of it is Tom. Tom has most definitely felt the brunt of it because I've just been like a little bit loopy-loo. And I've been having like a lot of thoughts around positivity. And generally, I am like a sunny side up person. And positivity, I believe in, is really important to just carrying on, functioning. But I also, I'm very aware of like toxic positivity where you're not allowed to, you have to remain positive, remain perky without leaning into like how you're actually feeling. And so this month, I've allowed myself to lean into how I'm actually feeling. And that doesn't mean I'm not positive. That doesn't mean that I'm not like still seeking joy. I really separate joy from like happiness, positivity. I've just not been my usual self. Like I've been like really snappy and overwhelmed and griefy. So, but to the outside world and to most people, I'd say I am positive because I am positive. Like I always look on the bright side of everything I can. I've never once thought like, oh, this is so unfair, like why us? I just don't let myself go down that road. And I think that's the key to me staying positive is I put myself in the moment and I stay here. The past is really depressing. It's really upsetting. There's so much beauty in the past, but it's really hard to visit there. I actually, like, my phone a minute ago had some pictures of nails come up, and when I see a like pre-diagnosis, I always just say like, hi baby, and I give her a kiss, like my phone. But it's really painful to think about that, so I don't go there. And the future is full of uncertainty. There's lots of things in the future I think about that are exciting, and allow myself to think about all the exciting things. But anything scary, I just don't think about. I'm very good at thinking that's tomorrow's problem, so I don't really believe in worrying about something twice if I don't have to. So like, you know, like when you know something's coming, I let yourself worry. But I kind of think like if it's not a guaranteed outcome, I'm not going to worry about it too much because you're just putting yourself through pain twice, and I don't need any more pain. So that's one of the ways I stay positive is I'm very, very present central. I live in the present quite strongly. Like I can very good, I'm a rusher though, I'm always rushing, so I'm not like sitting here all zen, like that's not what I'm saying. But I'm very good, like I have tasks for the day, which I actually really truly believe structure is one of the key ways to keep your mental health good. I have my own personal goals that I have to achieve every day. Some of them are the same every day, some of them deviate every day. Like I have a structure to parenting, like what I like to fit in a day so that I feel like a good mum. And all of those things really keep me positive. I have the most amazing group of friends. I have the most wonderful family. And in every way apart from Nelly's diagnosis, I'm exceptionally lucky, and so I think about that. So that's one of the ways I stay positive. I also control what I can. If I can't control something, I just let it to the wind. That's how I see it. And I'm a control freak, so I control what I can for sure. But I also am very good at thinking that's beyond my control. That's the universe's. Sorry, that was my foot on this mat. Nothing else. Nothing. Not that that matters, you know. I'm not gonna go off a tangent about that, but that wasn't that. So anyway, yes. So positivity. That's one of the ways I do it. Is I am very good at being goal focused, goal centric, and just controlling what I can. And also that's something I'm really learning about, is just letting go of things I can't control. Like things in life, like other people's actions, I can't control them, and I'm learning all the time to do that. But positivity generally is I control what I can. So I train every day, or 5 days a week. I go outside every day. I walk lots. I find it brings me lots of energy and happiness to look after my family, nurture them. I speak. I really believe in community, so I speak to a lot of people. I speak to a lot of friends. I like baby groups for that reason. I do things that are creative for myself. So my Instagram, that's for me to create positivity. And that's what I focus on. I focus on what I can focus on. That doesn't mean that I'm not overwhelmed with sadness. Nels has been really unwell recently, and she's on antibiotics, and she feels like we're losing her a little bit. And that tears at my heart. I can't even, my heart is constantly feeling like this. But that doesn't mean I can't see all the good in the world. I refuse to let what's happening to her, because of her, because she's a joy. I refuse to let it take away me seeing the good in the world and how many beautiful things there are. So I try and just do that. And some days I can't be positive. I'm never not, I don't know, unpositive. I'm never like, I hate this world, I hate anything like that. That's just not really my brain. I just will probably just take it out on Tom, to be honest. But yeah, so that's how I stay positive. I put things in place that allow me to feel safe and comfortable, and I know will energize me, and I get positivity through that. Being focused is something I just think is in me, because if I want something, I think, again, my rebellion is what drives most of my life and my decisions, because I think, I'll do that, I'm going to achieve that, I'm not going to do that. Delusion and rebellion fuel my whole being, because I'm always just thinking, how lovely would it be to do this? How lovely would it be to achieve that? So I'm good at staying focused in that way, because I will think, that is something I want, that is a goal I want to achieve. If it's writing a book, like I said, I've done a children's book before. If it's making content for Instagram, yuck, I hate that word content. I don't know how to describe it, because I don't really think of it as content. I just think I'm mainly writing and making a video that goes with the writing. If it's losing weight, I know that's a subject no one wants to talk about, but I'm quite often like, you know, if I put on 3 or 4 pounds, I want to lose 3 or 4 pounds. I feel like we should be allowed to say that, guys. I'm not an unhealthy weight to be, and I'm not trying to trigger anyone, but that's a goal I can focus on. I can commit to things quite well. I feel like I'm rambling now. I just think being focused is something, I think it's when you just have to gift yourself that. I think I deserve this, I'm worthy of this, and so I will achieve it. And I haven't achieved most of the stuff I want to achieve, but there's time. I'm only 37 on the 28th of February, so, you know, I've got time to do it. I feel like I'm rambling now, so I'm going to change to the next subject. The next question, Tom always says the next question, Bob. I don't know what that means. So how has Nelly's diagnosis changed your thoughts on motherhood and parenting? It changed motherhood for me, obviously very quickly, because I was the mother of an able-bodied child to the mother of a disabled child, and it took something away from me. I might take this off on a tangent. I'm going to do 15 minutes on this video, but I might take this off on a tangent because I was talking. So our lovely hospice nurse Emma is pregnant, and I was talking to her about what triggers me in motherhood now, because this is the only thing I'd say really has changed, is I approach this, I find this very triggering, and I feel like it's because I feel like it's stolen it from me. So when I see, like, when people like are heavily pregnant or they've just had a baby, like baby showers, I find they fill me with like pain, and that's not taking away from that person. That I am so happy for anyone who has a good experience. It's not that, it's so layered. I was trying to explain it to her, and I was like, it's so multi-layered that it's not just one thing. It's the hope around motherhood. Like, I remember being super pregnant with Nelly, like super pregnant after I was literally sat here on the floor now, unpacking my baby shower bits with my mum, and just the hope of what was to come, you know, like a lifetime with this little life I'm growing, and I'm going to be her. I knew she was a girl, I was going to be her mother. I had all these plans for us, and they were taken away, and I know, you know, my whole, from two and a half years into motherhood, my whole motherhood journey, I won't use the word tainted, I hate the word tainted, has been dipped in the sadness that I think it always will be, because, you know, like having Ozzy, getting pregnant again was really hard. I think I spoke about that on here already, and then I hope to have another child. It will be the same. And then, like, what happens when I have the other child? Like, Nelly's dying, and I'm like pregnant with a baby, and I'm bringing them into the world as I'm about to say goodbye to my gorgeous daughter. It takes something from your motherhood journey that you're never going to get back. You can't do a motherhood, you can't do it twice. Another baby won't give you what's been taken from you, especially if it's your first child, because you're not going to get that back. And so what I meant with seeing like people in late pregnancy or like baby showers, I don't know something about all of that, like them just having had the baby, like it's not jealous, it's like I'm craving that. And I know I got it with Nelly, I got that hope and I got that beauty and I got all of that, but it's sort of craving it back. Like, I feel like that's been taken, and I know like there's going to be so many, you know, if I don't have another baby, and I'm just referring to Ozzy, there's going to be so many elements of his life where Lily's life expectancy isn't hugely long, where I'm just really deeply sad, and so it's going to have taken away my motherhood journey there, you know, because I'm not going to be the mother I want to be, because I will be sad. I'm sure I will be. But things it hasn't done is, I know a lot of mothers become really not clingy, you know, like overprotective of their children. I don't think that would be me, and I don't think that would be Tom. Like, we're if something dangerous happens, like, we are very much like, we need to reevaluate, we need to have a chat about this. Like the other day, there was an incident with Ozzy on the road, and he just ran, and his life like flashed before my eyes, and then I sat on the floor of the pavement and I just cried my eyes out, like holding him. But I think that'd be the same for any mother, because it was horrible. But what I mean is, I don't think we'll be like, no, don't climb that tree, no, don't do this, no, don't go travelling, because we're living in fear. So it hasn't changed it like that. It's just made me very conscious. And I'd like to say that it's, you know, like, I've become someone who, like, the mess doesn't bother me. You know, like in parenting, like, a lot of the times mums are overwhelmed from the mess. It hasn't done that, because I missed seeing Nelly's toys everywhere so much. that like cut through me, because me and her played so often that I'm like, don't care. Like, there's just like, I've moved toys out of the way. That's why I've got a car here. That's why there's like there's just toys everywhere, and I love that. And Tom was the same. Like, Tom, it didn't bother him at all that there's toys everywhere. But one thing I always thought, when Nelly stopped saying mama, not that she called me mama, she called me mummy, that when I had another child, I'd be like, and I had friends that'd be like, oh my god, that my kids won't stop saying mum, mum, mum. It's driving me insane. And I remember like when I was like thinking, you have no idea, I would do anything to him, mummy again, and I really would do anything to him, mummy again, from her. But Ozzy saying mama all the time doesn't make me go a little different. You know, I could, not that I'd want him to lose his voice, but do you know what I mean? I thought I'd be like, oh, it's just so, you know, it's like music to my ears. But me and Tom are like, Jesus! And he doesn't even say mama, he goes ma. He calls me ma, and he calls Tom da. He called me mama, and he called us dad a bit. Anyway, blah, blah, blah. So, it's made me, I would love to say to you all, it's made me, you know, like a very zen mum, like, oh, it doesn't matter, darling, that you're shouting at me for 10 minutes straight. It doesn't matter that you just threw a ball at my head, because I'm still human. And I still get overwhelmed, and I'm still overstimulated. Like, we co-sleep. If he's not on me, Nelly's on me. If no one's on me, I'm at work. Or now, weird. So I think it's definitely changed my parenting. I don't know if it has. I had a miscarriage before now, as I've spoken about before, and so I was just really grateful for her, and she was just so dreamy. She was like, I just loved hanging out with her. So it's not made me want to hang out with my kids anymore, because I already wanted to hang out with my kids. It's not made me like appreciate it, because as I've spoken about lots of times, Nelly reaffirmed my life for me and gave me a reason to live, and I was just so grateful to be a mother, and I loved it so much. So I don't think it's changed my parenting that much, in all honesty. It's just made me aware of time, and how precious everything is, and like sitting in the cuddle a bit longer. But like I say, I'm busy, I'm always rushing. I'm still a mum who rushes. Again, another thing I'd love to say is it's made me less rushy, but I'm still a mum that's got, you know, like, we've got to get to nursery, we've got to get to work, we've got to get here, there, everywhere. It's the same. It's just made me much more present, and like, I just stop and look at them maybe a bit longer, or like, I just feel things very deeply. I just feel grateful. I cry a lot from gratitude for my life, and getting to be with them, and us all being together. Like, if we're all four of us are together on the sofa, I like just stopping it, and I'm like, this is magic. We're all so close, and we're all together, and every day that we have that is amazing. I feel like I've rambled, so that is today's episode of me talking rubbish. But thank you for listening, and it's Saturday now, and I hope you have a lovely weekend. Thank you. Bye bye.